Hey everyone, Tom Sarafian from Bar Saracen and Melbourne CBD here. I've teamed up with the guys at Starward Whiskies to be part of their signature home series, where I'm going to show you how to cook some of my favourite dishes to make while I'm stuck at home. First of all, I just want to say a really big thank you to everybody out there who have been supporting us at Bar Saracen and everybody else in the hospitality industry who are doing it really tough at the moment and who had to switch up what we're all offering and become takeaway restaurants and such. So thank you very much to everyone who have been supporting us and all our friends. I hope you can continue to do so. In return, I'm going to teach you how to make the best hummus in your homes. You don't need to go to supermarkets and buy that crap that's been sitting on the shelves for who knows how long. This recipe is going to completely change the game. I've actually added a little bit of a twist to it. We're going to cook some lamb in olive oil and butter and spices with some pine nuts and fresh herbs. We're going to put that on top of the hummus. So we're going to transform the humble dip into a full, awesome meal that you can enjoy at home by yourself or with your loved ones. So here we go, we're gonna make our own hummus, all right? And I'm gonna give you the best recipe for it. It's as simple as this. All you need to do is buy some dried chickpeas, okay? One rule, the bigger the better. Then we're gonna put, this is 250 grams into a pot of water. There's about a liter of water in there. And then we're gonna add just a tiny pinch of Bi-Carb. That's gonna help the chickpeas to go really nice and soft when we do cook them. Now, start this recipe a day ahead. Let this sit in the water for 24 hours. It's me 24 hours later. I've been soaking the chickpeas. So you can see that they've plumped up. They've almost doubled in size, okay? That's what you want, nice big chickpeas. So we're gonna put that on the stove and cook it for about 1 hour till they're really nice and soft. Okay, so it's been 1 hour. The chickpeas are ready to go. They're really nice and soft. The way to check, be careful because they're a little bit hot. Just grab one and just pinch it between your fingers. And if you can go like that and they're cooked all the way through, nice and soft, similar to how you cook a potato, that means they're ready. I've just drained all the liquid off the chickpeas. We want them to be nice and dry for this recipe. Okay, now I'm gonna pop them hot into the blender. Okay, and we're gonna let that blitz for about 5 minutes until they're really nice and smooth before we add all the other stuff to the hummus. So, good time, Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. The hummus is nice and smooth. And I'm gonna add some tahini, some ice, and some salt now. So 120 grams of ice going in here. 180 grams of tahini, Lebanese tahini, Lebanon, #1. There's exactly 120 grams of tahini in there. I'm actually gonna measure this. 1 tablespoon of flaked sea salt. We're gonna pop that back in for another 3 minutes until it's all nice and creamy and combined. It's been 3 minutes, everything's nice and mixed. Now I'm gonna add some lemon juice. There's 1 lemon there, okay, about 50 mils. And then I've just smashed up a bit of garlic in the mortar and pestle here. If you don't have a mortar and pestle at home, get one because they're awesome. Or if you can't get one for whatever reason, just finely chop the garlic and pop it in. Okay, now I'm just gonna blitz that for about another minute until it's all nice and mixed together. And then I'm gonna show you how to finish off the hummus. Right, so I'm just taking the hummus off now that it's been combined and mixed with all the garlic and lemon. I'm just gonna pour it into the bowl. And look at that. I know what you're thinking. And yes, you're right. It is the smoothest, creamiest hummus you've ever seen in your entire life. So you're welcome. The hummus is ready. Now I'm just going to pour a little bit of olive oil, about 50 mils on top, just to prevent it from forming a skin and drying out. Okay. And of course, this is ready to eat right now. It's the best hummus you've ever enjoyed in your entire life. But like I said earlier, I'm going to show you how to take it to the next level by cooking some lamb and pine nuts and butter and spices and chopped herbs and putting that on top of the hummus, okay? So let's go to the next step. Diced brown onions here. Pine nuts are in the pot with the olive oil sizzling away. Then over here, I'm just going to show you, we've got 30 grams of salted butter. We've got 100 grams of organic lamb mince. Then we've got some fresh black pepper here. We've got some ground allspice, ground cinnamon, smoked paprika, and then this is marash pepper. This comes from Turkey. It's awesome. It's this sweet sun-dried chili pepper. Not too spicy, but adds a beautiful chili flavor. Okay, so everything's gonna go in. You see these pine nuts are nice and golden brown, but not too dark. They're ready for the onions now. So that's gonna go straight in. And then we're gonna cook that. We're gonna turn the heat down and cook it for about 5 minutes till the onions are nice and soft, okay? Our onions are nice and soft now, and they're ready for our butter. We're gonna add that straight into the pot, along with our lamb mince. Then spice it up. A couple cracks of fresh black pepper, about a teaspoon of the Marash chili pepper, good pinch of cinnamon, another good pinch of ground allspice, and about 2 teaspoons of flaked sea salt. Okay, that's going to go back on for a few minutes until that lamb is all nice and cooked off. Our lamb is cooking, it's got a minute to go. Time to plate up our hummus. So I'm just going to pour this all into this bowl, and then we're going to smooth it out and make a little bit of an indent ready for our lamb to go into, okay? So just smooth it out like so. This is a trick that my grandfather taught me when he used to plate his hummus. You take a fork, dip it into cold water like so, then into paprika, and then we're going to garnish the edges just like so. This is a pretty old school 70s curly parsley lemon slice style garnish. A little bit of fun because let's face it, what else do you guys got to do right now? Okay, so there you go. A little bit of paprika fork action around the edges. Now we're ready to top it off with the minced lamb. Let's go. Taking the pot off the stove, now that the lamb is beautiful and cooked all the way through. It smells so good. Now I'm going to put a little shake of smoked paprika inside to finish it off. And I've got some fresh chopped parsley here, about a quarter of a bunch. That's going to go in too. Give that one last final stir before we pop it on top of the hummus. Here we go. Yum, look at that. Smells so good, guys. And there you go. There's our silky smooth hummus with minced lamb and pine nuts. All you need now is a bit of crunchy bread to dip straight in and a little bit of whiskey to go with it. Cheers. It's so good. So good.